Hi, this is Chris Kerr, and I want to tell you about a fantastic opportunity we have on the Business Speakers Radio Network site right now. If you go to our bsrnradio.com site, you're going to find that there is available to download for free your very own Christmas cookbook. We've got a brand new cookbook out. It's 100 Christmas recipes, and it's got some really interesting stuff in it. All the traditional recipes, but also some interesting stuff for all those Christmas parties that everybody gets invited to, and you got to bring something that's a little different, right? We're kind of tired of the logs and the rolls and whatever. You want something a little different? This book has everything you could possibly imagine in it. 100 different Christmas recipes, all yours for free. Just go over to bsrnradio.com, download your copy today. And today we're getting into a great discussion with one of our other hosts, an amazing fellow by the name of Coach A.M. Williams. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Chris. It's great to be here, guy.
Great to have you. We get to chat every week, obviously, but we don't get to be on air and chat. Other people don't get to hear us have a conversation. So what are you into these days? What's driving you beyond the show? What are some of the key subjects in business or in life that are really driving your brain?
Well, that's a great question, Chris. Three things specifically. Number one, awareness. Because much of, when we are looking to make a change or grow in a business or take advantage of a new opportunity, the element of disruption, with change, disruption, before change happens, disruption takes place. And it puts us in a position to, we have to either adapt, we have to do something completely different, we have to stop something altogether. And so how we deal with adversity has a lot to do with our awareness and recognizing who we are, what this situation is, and how we perceive it. The second thing is, in addition to awareness, is being able to understand the importance of adaptation. The notion of staying power, that buoyancy, the resilience, if you will, of being able to not only bounce back, but how to make decisions, sound decisions in a short period of time, how to discern opportunities and take advantage of those opportunities. So adaptation is huge. And then lastly, it's the dynamic of, but the dynamic of just understanding the need for transformation, understanding the need for having, the audacious energy, the ability to be vulnerable, the ability to be able to say yes to your desires, the ability to just journey the dark path of change. And so awareness, audacious energy, and adaptation are three subjects that I'm really digging deeper in, because as we pursue growth and opportunities, everything has to come back to two things, adversity and opportunities.
And so we were talking about that just before the show, and from the point of view of risk versus opportunity, what's one of the big things about risks that you have identified as a core opportunity for people to manage better or get some better results out of?
It's the perception of risk. Many people say, well, that's very risky, but being an entrepreneur, just simply taking an opportunity, period, there's going to be some risk involved. But I believe the biggest risk that we take is not moving at all. And so embracing opportunity, and there's so many ways to minimize risk. People just don't understand it. And no, you cannot control every dynamic of something, but I have a philosophy. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn, but you always move forward. And so the perception of risk versus opportunity is understanding coming into it. I don't come into it looking to succeed right away. I'm actually coming into it looking to fail and find out how many ways that I can do it wrong so that I can find out what's right, and then hit the multiplier from there.
But it's one of those things. Everyone seems to think that success is the straight line, the most efficient path to, and in reality, no dance works that way. If you're
No.
going to be a successful person at the cha-cha, it's not a straight line.
Yeah, you're going to fail, and you're going to fail horribly at anything. And you shouldn't be afraid to do that. If it's something you really want to be great at, don't be afraid to fail horribly at it. And you'll get better with it, and you'll develop, and you'll train. I mean, and you'll be more sharp than you could ever know. So I think just the perception of risk is what really messes a lot of people up. The way they perceive it, as though it could literally cost them everything, and it's not the case.
And tomorrow there will still be a billion people in China who don't know and don't care.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Exactly. That's a hard reality for some people to accept, that there's a billions of people that don't even know about you, and even more that don't even care.
It's not on their radar.
Yeah.
Not that. In fact, out of the 7.25 billion people, easy 7 billion people have never even heard your name.
Exactly.
They wouldn't know who you are, wouldn't meet you on the street, know nothing about you.
Exactly.
Especially since that I don't think the numbers have improved in a long time, but the number of Americans who've gone more than 50 miles outside of their home area is still a remarkably high number, well into the 60s and 70s,
It
percentage
it
wise.
is. I heard a joke one time before, Chris, where this guy's was he was coming home, and he heard on the radio that um, basically 80 to 90% of all accidents happen within 5 minutes of your home. You say, well, I can fix that. I'll just move.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
it really speaks to the dynamic of how comfortable we are in the places that we are. We're like the lack of adventure, like we lack such sense of adventure, and we won't get but so far out of our comfort zones in doing that. That's why that audacious energy is so important. Yes, you need to be able to adapt, and yes, you need to have that awareness, but having that degree of uncertainty, that sense of adventure, to say, hey, you know what, let me try something new. It could be very well be the best thing in your life.
And two people in particular have really done a lot in making that case. One is Benjamin Mee, and the story behind We Bought a Zoo, and his whole pitch about those 20 seconds of insane courage. And the
Yes.
other is Will Smith. And he's had
Yes.
a number of videos he's done, one of him jumping out of a plane, one after he was talking to his wife, one with somebody else. And they're talking about exactly that point where anything you really truly want in life is the other side of your comfort zone.
Yes.
It's
Yes, it
nowhere in
is.
your normal range of reach.
It's trying things that make your heart beat. And I know it kind of sounds strange, but like, you're not living until you can feel that thing beating. I mean,
Yeah.
like, where you can, like, really, like, wow, I feel more alive in this moment than I have ever felt. And that doesn't mean that people should just run out and jump out of planes, but you should try something that's outside of your comfort zone, something that gets your posterior out of the place that is sitting, and at least up and away from it, where you can stretch your legs and move and do something.
And
If it's, gosh knows, if it's just sitting on the other side of the living room, I mean, just do something different.
and learn from it, right? If at first skydiving doesn't kind of work for you, next time pack a parachute. Goes a long way.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that dealt with risk. You also said you have this some insights into opportunity and some of the challenges people have had in embracing their opportunities.
Yeah, and literally, that's what YESCO really speaks to, the dynamic of how we respond to opportunity, our ability to discern it. First of all, opportunity often comes disguised as some problem. But we don't look at it like that. We just look at it as something to hold us back. And ironically, some of your greatest opportunities are in your greatest struggle. Napoleon Hill said, every adversity brings with it the seed of an equivalent advantage. So our ability to look at where we may be we may be finding the most trouble, or where we feel like we're going most uphill in our life, there is something in that designed to teach you or show you something that could really be utilized to benefit not only your life, but so many others. And
And
so
that's where I took a little.
recognizing opportunities, now we respond.
Yeah, that's where I took a little issue with Napoleon Hill, because I don't think that's the right perspective. In every piece of adversity, I think it's an unequal opportunity. It's a much greater opportunity. Because if you're running into this problem, odds are really, really, really good that there are 7 billion other people who've run into this problem too. And somebody could benefit from that solution you come up with.
Chris, and that's why I embrace the notion of the seed of an equivalent advantage,
Yeah.
because the advantage is actually so much more greater than the adversity, but it does bring with it a seed. And we know a seed with anything is like the smallest part of it. Like mustard seeds produce massive things. I mean, just little bitty seeds
Yeah.
produce fields of corn and all of that. And so, yes, the what it gives you is so much more greater than what the adversity brings to you. And that's how I looked at it. But I definitely understand exactly what you're saying. But that's exactly how I looked at it. It's like, no, it's not equal to the advantage. It is just a seed. The adversity is equal to the seed
That's a
of
great way
the
of putting it.
opportunity that's coming out to you.
And so if you think of it from that perspective, folks, just kind of open your mind a little bit. If you got a absolute butt kicking week, that your butt is so kicked, that opportunity is the seed of a much bigger opportunity than the biggest butt kicking your life has ever taken. That
You
should
better
make you feel
believe
a
it,
lot
man.
better about whatever it was,
It encourages me, that's for sure.
right? I mean, if you really got
Yeah,
that big wow, hurt me more, Seymour, because it's
exactly. More pain, please.
please,
Yeah,
sir, could I have some more? No, God,
exactly.
no, that's not a request, but it's an understanding,
Yeah,
right?
really, it's not. It's not. It's not. Yeah, I don't ask for more, and I never say what else
Yeah,
when
exactly.
I'm talking to God. What,
What's
what
next?
now?
Yeah.
I don't want to know that. But it's huge how we respond, and oftentimes, even though I said adversity and opportunities, those two often mesh. Those two often mesh because of the fact that adversity, opportunity comes disguised as adversity.
Mm.
So really, how we respond to one can really impact the other.
Uh,
And how many opportunities have we missed because some adversity in our life that put us on a path to say, oh, well, I'm not going to do that because it's just too
yeah.
hard, or I'm not smart enough, or I can't do this, or I'm not gifted enough. And so we back down from adversity and we play small
And how many
rather
times
than
have
move
we seen
forward.
people flip it, where they get this fantastic opportunity and it turns into an amazing flop, right? Um,
Hmm.
it's one of those things. So uh, you see sports personalities, all those groups getting into some big trouble. They get this massive contract, and all of a sudden they are up a certain creek, right?
Yeah.
Um, that's a big chore that a lot of financial resources get they go south on. So yeah, it's you see bankruptcy and other stuff come out of it, and we take opportunity and turn it into adversity. As a species, that does not sound like our brightest move, right? I think we can do better. So with
Yeah.
that said, you've got a great opportunity coming up. Tell us about the new Facebook group that you're putting together for Yes Go.
Yes, I'm so excited about that, Chris. So we have a Yes Go Facebook group where people can come and join it, and we're going to be sharing information like post insights from the show, answering questions that people may have. It's going to be a great opportunity. I'm going to pop in every now and then and ask some questions. And I'm also going to do some surprise Facebook Lives in there with
Awesome.
individuals where we can actually have a chance to talk and share information, and people can ask me questions. And here's why that's so important. Because oftentimes like that, there's laser coaching opportunities.
Yeah.
And that's all going to be offered inside this Facebook group, as well as putting people, making them aware of program opportunities, upcoming trainings that before it actually hits the public. So being a part of this Facebook group is going to be amazing. We got an amazing training coming up in January, but I want to spill it, but I'm just going to tell you this. You got to join the Facebook group, because I'm going to tell my members about it in the group before I release it to the public. So join the YesGo Facebook group and be prepared to get some great information, some great commentary, and some great interaction with me, and maybe get some surprise guests too. So
you just got to go and join. There's a major event we've been talking about that tail end of next year that is really, really exciting. And I want to spill the beans on that too, but I'll hold off.
Yeah. Oh man, I am like, I almost have to be chained down and taped in the mouth to not share that event, because I am so excited about that one. But hey, join the group, Facebook group, YesGo, and prepare yourself to get some great information, great commentary, some great things, a lot of great interaction to help you to deal with those two things we talk about when you're faced with up.
Yeah, and to get more information about the group, just go straight to bsrnradio.com. There will be some information right on that front page, all about the YesGo Facebook group and the launch of that. Can't wait to see everybody join that. So, Coach, great to have you on the show. Fantastic chatting with you as always. And your show airs on Tuesday afternoons, right?
Tuesday afternoons at 5:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the mighty bsrnradio.com. Just set you down there and just rip it off. There's nothing else to listen to.
Exactly. Or you can listen to us live on Facebook at the BSRN Radio Facebook page as well. So Great. Thanks for having you on. We'll catch up again a little later on next week.
Enjoyed it, Chris. Thanks
Cheers,
again.
Sir.